Hey there internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow, and today I just looked at a pretty good a very interesting anime called Shinmai Maou no Testament. Really? I don't know what the English name is for this. Or at least I could look it up, but I'd rather not. But either way, looking at this anime, it is split down the middle from being two separate animes, okay? Or at least from what it is, or from what it actually is, and what it perceives to be. Okay, it starts off with what you normally would kind of perceive it to be, you know, as an anime about a guy and his family, or a guy and his father who pretty much remarry into this other into this brand new family. And he has two new stepsisters now. Okay, ain't no problem with that. You know, he gets all these cute little stepsisters. They're very, very, very forceful, and they're mean, or at least like the older one's mean. The younger one's nice. However, they're both oddly flirty. You know, shit like that. And it's like, oh, okay, this may not be a bad anime, but hey, at least it has a lot of fan service, or a lot of odd fan service, which is weird because they do the fan servicey things, but then like the girls, they don't really understand it, and then pretty much when they call them out for it, they want to tease them about it. I'm like, oh, okay, and hopefully it has a good ass story. And then goes on. Then pretty much right around just past the midway point, it gets to what it actually is. Story about demons and the Devil Lord. Okay, younger sister is a demon, is a low-class demon, high-class demon. I'm not necessarily sure. And the older sister is supposed to be the demon lord. And the older brother is in fact, I believe he's an angel or a hero. They say a hero, but whatever. And they pretty much kind of explain it quickly and in a few throwaway lines, especially since they don't think that he's essentially, a hero. And he pretty much proceeds to intimidate them and tell them to get the fuck out. However, before all of this, they did honestly seem to be really getting along. He seemed very competent as a older brother. His father pulled them all together to play house. And they all really seemed to be getting along. It wasn't until they tried to force him out that it really turned and escalated into what it is, And then we learned the true nature of this shit. Essentially it's like essentially it is the first story of Disgaea, or at least Disgaea twisted into which Laharl lost his kingdom, because essentially she is the daughter of a major demon king who is a nice demon king who kept all the other demons in check, and then when he died, they want to kill her and steal her power, which that she doesn't have any control over, which is alright. Okay, you have the story, they have the fights, they all seem competent. Okay, then the brother shows up and saves her, which, they ask him why, and he's like, because we're family. Okay, getting past the whole little recap part, or from what I've seen, episode really seems harmless. As far as I know, this seems like a very harmless anime, which does keep a lot of its, which does tend to keep a lot of what it wants to be. It keeps it straightforward. However, it does tend to however, when it wants to be silly and do the fan service, it literally does it, just like how you would see it in any type of other like fan service heavy anime, which is when they go for broke, they go for broke. That is what they will do when they want to animate like a girl like grinding herself like on top of a guy, or waking him up like with her staring in his face. They will definitely do it. However, at the same time, when they really want to like get across the whole thing of like he has a power gauntlet and a goddamn gigantic steel ass kitchen knife, and he can use that shit to wreck some demons, they will also animate that and show him beating the shit out of guys and basically doing some of that Yakuza shit, as hitting a guy with a bike and throwing pepper in his face. You know, the guy is dangerous. But as far as I know, this does seem, again, very, very harmless. It's not something that can be a problem. And if you do want to look at it, just get past the first half of it, because the second half will not disappoint. And it will throw you for a loop, especially with how, you know, most animes of this generation have kind of, or at least of this year, have been doing. So that is what I have to say about that. What do you guys think about it? I mean, last year anime. But I'll catch you guys on the next John Graham show, so please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.